I used to work in the movie theater when I was 20 years old. It was only a part-time job that ran late into the evenings. Part of my responsibilities were tearing the tickets and cleaning up the auditorium after the movie was over. One night, it was around closing, close to midnight. The final movie had just ended and everyone had vacated the auditorium. Another coworker and I had finished cleaning and I told him I would handle the final inspection. Basically, what this means is starting from the top of the stairs and working my way down, checking each aisle to make sure no one is around before finally locking everything. Eventually, I made my way from the very top all the way to the very front row by the screen. The chairs in this particular theater were old. Some of them took a while to flip themselves up to their natural upright position. If any of them didn't, it wasn't uncommon, since they were old and perhaps they just stopped working properly that way. I remember seeing two particular seats that were still in the down position, as if someone were sitting in them, and there was even a slight indentation in both of these seats. I shined my flashlight at them, as if I was expecting to see something. At this point, it was very late, and I was very tired, and I just wanted to go home, so I very lazily tried to lift up one of the seats, and it wouldn't budge. I said, screw it, I'll deal with it another time, and just then, the lights in the theater shut off for 2 seconds. What seemed like 2 seconds. During those 2 seconds, I heard squeaky noises, and when the lights came back on, the seats were back in their upright positions. I had to look twice to make sure I was seeing what I was actually seeing, that they were actually sitting upright, even though they didn't budge a moment earlier. I grabbed one of the seats and put it back down as if I was going to sit on it, and I noticed there was no more indentation, even on the second seat, as I put that one down as well. Just then, all of a sudden, every chair in the front row flipped down and stayed down. It was incredibly unnerving and scared the hell out of me. All of the chairs in the front row were flipped down, and before I could process or do anything, I noticed one chair in the middle of the aisle slowly started to flip itself up. Just then, I heard the door open and close to the emergency exit underneath the screen that led out the back of the building. I quickly ran around the wall to see if anyone had come in. No. I opened the door and looked outside to see if someone had left. No. I didn't see anyone, and when I came back inside, I noticed all the chairs in the front row were now in their normal position, upright. While this may not be particularly scary, it has certainly left an impression on me, so much so that the next time I won't be alone in the theater when I'm cleaning up or closing.